Welcome to the Breakup Recovery Podcasts by your host, Barbara Stevens. Discover the wisdom and remarkable insights of Barbara Stevens, breakup recovery mentor, author, and public speaker. Barbara offers programs and solutions for any breakup so you can turn your life around, create lasting changes for the better, and embrace life again.
Hello and welcome to Breakup Recovery Podcast. I'm Barbara Stevens, your host. And before I start this episode, I would like to take this time to thank you for listening to Breakup Recovery and for getting the word out there about this podcast. The downloads are increasing every month, and the podcast show is now available on Stitcher as well as iTunes and of course my website. My aim is always to deliver content that is practical and you can put in place straight away. I would appreciate it if you could continue to share this podcast and let people know about it, especially if they are struggling and need help to move forward after their breakup. And also, let me know if you would like me to tackle any subjects that you are struggling with. Email me at info@barbarastevens.com.au or message me on my Facebook page, Barbara Stevens Breakup Recovery Mentor. I am always looking for ways to help you recover from your breakup. This is episode number 037, 3 ways to pick yourself up after your breakup. After a breakup, you can have feelings of profound sadness, along with anger, resentment, and frustration, as you try and navigate the breakup process. No doubt about it, it is a difficult time emotionally. It is easy to feel overwhelmed and sad, and this is no way to live your life. Sometimes it is easier to stay depressed and miserable and continue to go through the emotions and live the life you are living. But this is not in your best interest. And in this episode, I hope to give you some inspiration and ideas you can put in place so that you can begin to feel happiness and joy and know that this happiness and joy is achievable. Are you noticing that you seem to be spending a lot of time reliving the past and thinking about your breakup? Do you constantly move from blaming your ex to blaming yourself for the breakdown of the relationship? Do you feel that you have reached rock bottom emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? Are you holding on to the past, looking at the past, and reliving the past? If you keep reliving the memories and agonizing over the problems, this negativity will take over your days and nights. If you are doing this, you are putting pressure on your life. Your loss becomes ever-consuming as you struggle to find reasons why you should get out of bed each day. And you feel that you are beating your head against a brick wall as you don't seem to be able to move forward in any way. I want you to be able to get up each day with the thought that every day is an opportunity to make yourself happy, to live the life you truly deserve. You always have a choice. You can stay in that negative place and choose to focus on what you can't do, what all your problems are, and how bad your life seems to be. Or you can choose to focus on what you can change. The first way I would like you to consider so that you can pick yourself up after your breakup is to embrace and look towards the future. I would like you to consider and ask yourself this question: will this matter in 5 years' time? Will all the mistakes you made with regards to your breakup matter in 5 years' time? The answer is almost always no. This question always puts things into perspective. It helps you to realize you can only do the best you can do. No one is perfect, and we all have something we can improve on. We're all going to fail at things and make mistakes, but they don't define us. We grow and learn, and this part of your life, this breakup, is only a small moment in time. There is so much more to do and enjoy. During your breakup, it can be easy to focus on the past and how bad things are at the moment. You can either keep going down this track, or you can try something different to pick yourself back up. Your future is in your hands, and it doesn't have to be like things are right now. You have the power to change the way you are thinking about things. You have the power to change your perception and look at things in a different way, a way you may not have considered until today as you are listening to this podcast. I am asking you to consider a different way to look at your breakup and to look for the positives from this situation. It may be difficult to start with, and I will give you some ideas to think about to try and help you to get this positive frame of thinking. There are always some positives in every situation. Sometimes they are hard to recognize as you seem too close to the experience. Your judgment is clouded as your ego takes over. But if you take a step back and think about it, you will find the positive in it all. Here are some positives that could be relevant to you and your breakup. There are no more arguments or rows. There are no more compromises you have to make to ensure a peaceful life. You can do what you like when you like. You can eat your favourite foods, do the activities you want to do, or because you are single now. You can leave your clothes on the floor if you want to. You can watch whatever you like on TV. Go to any movie that takes your fancy. Meet up with your friends and stay out until you want to call it a night. All these are positives now that you have broken up with your partner. I'm sure that you can think of others. You have the power to take back the control over your life. You may not be able to control everything. However, you have the control over what you do, say, and think. There might be situations that you feel you have no control over, and that is possibly so. Say, for instance, you might have to move homes due to your settlement. You may have no control over where you have to move to due to a number of issues, but you can control what you do in this new location. You have the control over making your new place a home for yourself, how you decorate it inside, how you make the garden look, things like that. I would like you to look forward to all the good things that are still to come, even if you can't see them yet. The second way I would like you to consider is to set some goals and take the action to achieve them. When you are in a stressful situation, such as a breakup, you can feel that your whole life has no purpose. You can feel that you are stuck and don't know how to move forward. And I have spoken on previous podcast episodes about goal setting on bigger issues. Every day can be a new beginning, and without a plan that makes you happy, how can you achieve this without a roadmap to get you there? A plan in itself is a great help to get clear on what you want from life. It frees up your mind and creates more room for enjoyment. The first step is to decide on what you want from life, and once you have done that, what steps do you need to take to get there? I would like you to consider having a goal that includes making for a happier life, one that is full of cheer and joy, one that is optimistic. So the next step is to make a list of things you need to do to achieve and accomplish this goal. They don't have to be huge steps. They can be smaller ones, more manageable ones. Big changes can be difficult to implement all in one go, so break them down to baby steps. One of your goals might be that you want to see the positives in every situation, something that we have talked about. Look on the bright side instead of automatically going for the negative. It could be that you want to remove the name of your ex from your vocabulary. Make someone smile each day, or always look for the good in people. All of these things will make for a happier life. So what steps do you need to take to achieve this goal? To keep you motivated enough? What changes do you have to make to the way you're thinking? What actions do you need to put in place so that your vocabulary is in line with your goals? What small alterations do you need to create so that you can achieve a happy life? Every little step forward will build momentum and get you moving in the right direction. These steps, even though they are small ones, will help to build a life that you feel more joy, you are happier, and they become a part of your everyday life and thought process. To keep you on track, share your goals and steps with a friend or a family member. Pick a friend or relative who's always encouraging and chat to them about your plans. This is a good motivator to keep you on track. So make the most of this moment. Stop talking about it and waiting for the right time to start. Start doing it now and take actions now. Make a real commitment to doing it. So what is your next step? The third and final way I would like to offer today so that you can pick yourself up after your breakup is to ask this question. What was the lesson in my breakup experience? I would like you to consider stepping back and look at the big picture. What are the lessons from your breakup? What are you supposed to learn from your breakup? What can you do to avoid this happening again? I know it can be hard to move through and past your breakup, but looking at the big picture gives you the perspective you need so that you can find the lesson or lessons. I would like you to ask yourself, what was the benefit of you breaking up with your partner? What are the positives to be gained? What insights can you benefit from? Was it that you were unaware of how negative your self-talk has been? Do you need to distance yourself from negative people? Do you need to stop seeking approval from everybody? Do you need to be stricter on your boundaries? Do you have to stop caring about what other people think? Do you need to trust your intuition or gut feelings more? Do you need to believe in yourself? Have you become more aware and defined what your priorities are in life? Has your values changed? Are you now putting more value on the right things instead of material possessions? Has the breakup created more compassion in your life? Do you have a deeper understanding of what people go through with the hurt and pain they are experiencing in certain situations? Do you look at money and all things financial in a different light? Have you learnt who your true friends are? Have you realised that your faith has become stronger? This breakup is not the end of the road for you. It's a building block that you can learn from, grow from, and realise what really matters the most to you. I know that you are a survivor. You are resourceful. You are resilient. If any of this information in today's podcast has resonated with you and you're interested in finding out more and seeing if I can help you on your road to recovery after your breakup, I encourage you to reach out to me via my website www.barbarastevens.com.au or my Facebook page Barbara Stevens Breakup Recovery Mentor, and we can set up a time and have a conversation and see if I'm the right fit for you so that together we can begin your journey of recovery. Also, feel free to message me with any questions that you have about Breakup Recovery podcasts, by clicking on the contact button on my website or Facebook. And the last thing I'd like to say is, be gentle on yourself. You deserve happiness.
If you would like to hear previous Breakup Recovery podcasts, visit barbarastevens.com.au. Connect with Barbara Stevens on social media with Barbara Stevens Breakup Recovery Mentor on Facebook and at You'll Be Okay on Twitter. Read further blogs, view webinar replays, and download your free ebook, 3 Easy Steps to Surviving Your Breakup, and much more at barbarastevens.com.au.